Hey guys, it's Rick. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a special day. We are taking part in the Greatest Treasure Inspiration Video Hop with Pajama Crafter Stamps. And we are going to be showcasing the April mini release. This is the release. You have the Greatest Treasure stamp set and dies and the in Full Bloom stamp set and dies. I totally forgot what name it was. All right, so I have already stamped out my little Mama and Baby Dragon from the Greatest Treasure stamp set, along with the little castle and the heart. And I'm going to be coloring these with my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend brush markers. And if you hang out for a little while, I will tell you how you can have a chance to win a gift card from Pajama Crafter Stamp, and more about that, and more about the Instagram hop that is also going on today. So hang out and then watch me put this card together, and we will talk more about that as we go. All right, so I've started out using the light green blend with my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend brush marker, and this has LG1, LG3, and LG5 on it. That's the darkest color I'm putting in right now is LG5, and then I'm going to put, that's going to be my shadow color. My mid-tone I'm going to put out in a second with the LG3. So I'm just putting in my shadows anywhere something overlaps, anything where something would be touching another object, like his little snout. And my shadow for her is coming in from the left-hand side, so her face is going to be more in shadow. So I'm just blending that shadow and color out now with the LG3. So we're going to go in with the LG3, add our mid-tone. And the mid-tone, remember, is going to be most of what you see. So it's going to have the most real estate on our stamped images. We're going to turn around now and blend our LG3 out with our LG1, which is what we started with. Sometimes with the Spectrum Noir, it is recommended that you start with your lightest color, put in your dark, and then blend that out with the medium, and then blend that out with the light to get better saturation. If the manufacturer suggests it, you might as well do it. All right, so there is our little dragon. I'm going to add some yellow. This is just the citrus blend, which is CT1, CT3, and CT4. So I'm going to use that for her belly and her inside of her wings. I've had to go back and add the green to her wings. I forgot. And I forgot her ear. I'll have to go back and color that in a minute. We're going to color her little horn and all the little spots on her back. I don't know what those are called. We're going to call them spots. So I started with the last color. Now I'm coming in with the shadow, adding that in. For those small areas, I just kind of added just a little bit and just did a little bit of blending, not a lot. Nothing too fancy. Sorry. Every time I do a voiceover, I get a cough. It always happens. All right, so let's talk about the Instagram hop that's going on right now, and then we'll talk about the giveaway for the video hop in a little while. So Pajama Crafter Stamps, the design team is doing a video hop today. I can't remember the date that it ends. You can find all that information listed below, as well as the supplies I used on today's card in the visual supply list. That'll be below in the description as well. But the Instagram hop, I'll have that information down below. And you can hop over to Instagram, follow that hop along, leave comments on those and a like. And then follow Pajama Crafter Stamp on that. And you'll have an additional chance to win some prizes over there. And now let's back to the card for a second. I'm coloring my cute little baby dragon with green turquoise blend. And I started off with my last color, which is GT1. I'm putting in the GT3, which is my darkest. And then I'm going to blend that out with the GT2. Green turquoise blend. A pretty color. I'm just checking my markers here. They were sitting here on the desk. All right, I'm going to come in at his little horns and his little belly in the same yellow to match his mommy. I think this is a sweet little image since they're sitting there kissing. All right, we're going to move on and start coloring our castle. For the turrets, I am using my coral blend. And this is the CR3, CR4, and CR10. CR10 is my darkest color. I put that in my shadow area. The shadow light's going to be coming differently on this one. I also did that little first heart up there the same way. All right, so let's talk about the prizes, how to enter the prizes for the video hop. What you're going to do is you're going to look down in the video description. There's going to be a link to the next video. You're going to follow the links all the way through until you get back to the beginning. And at each stop, you're going to want to like, comment, and subscribe to that channel. You're going to comment on the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channels. And you will be eligible to win one of two $10 gift cards that Pajama Crafter Stamp is providing for this. And believe me, they have some super cute stuff that you can afford for $10 over in the shop. Their stamp sets are super adorable. There's a variety of stamp, and you also find the prickly pear stamps over there and their dies, as well as some other items as well. Now, if I'm going to go and I'm going to spend some money at Pajama Crafter Stamps, the first place I'm going to hit is the bling section, the embellishments, because they are fabulous. The next place I would hit would probably be my cupcake glue holder that they carry. The Pajama Crafter Stamp cupcake glue holder. For my Barely Art glue, it holds the size 2, the 2-ounce size, and the 4-ounce size. Okay, so back to the card for a second. But back to that. I would definitely pick that up. We are using our ice gray blend for our Castel. I ended up using IG1, IG3, IG6, and I also pulled in the extended blend on that, which is IG2, IG7, and IG10. Because it needed a little something, and I wanted a little bit more character to my little Castel. Because we're going to make a scene card in just a little bit. And all my colors I have pulled from a piece of pattern paper, which is my inspiration. I'm doing a split complementary color palette, actually, is what I'm doing. It's actually a split complement. Because we do have that blue-green in there, and we did a a coral, which is a red-orange color. So the split complement of that would be yellow-green and blue-green, which is where we get our teal from. So that's why this is going to be a super cute little card. So I'm coloring in. I added some lights into some of the windows in the castle, just with that same citrus blend. I try to keep my markers to a limited palette. That way it makes it super affordable. Or you can just buy the sets like I did. Now I'm coloring in the gate with the earth brown blend. And that is EB1, EB4, and EB7. There's all my coloring done. I'm going to cut those out with the matching die. And then we're going to pull in some Distress Oxide inks. And we're going to create a super simple little background. Just with some simple ink blending. So I'm going to use Salvage Patina and Tumble Glass for my sky. Because it needed to be a little something pretty. So I started off with Salvage Patina to give it a little bit of that bluish turquoisey color, that same color that we've been working with. Excuse me. And then I'm going to, you can see my ink blend is not perfect because I want this to be kind of scattery so that it kind of has some like effects of clouds in there. So I'm coming in now with the Tumble Glass and I'm kind of rounding that off, my sky off, because I want my castle to be up on a hill. So I've just rounded my ink blending off to give me a kind of hill shape. And I'm just blending both, going back and forth between both colors to blend those out a little bit. Still keeping them kind of splotchy. I'm coming in with Twisted Citron now as my lightest green color to put in my hill for my castle. And then I'm going to blend that out really good, make it nice and soft. And into the sky to give it a little atmosphere, I'm coming in with Lucky Clover now to get the darkest color. And then I'll blend back and forth between those two shades. And there is my little background. I'm going to spritz it with a little water, add some water drops to give it a little texture, and wipe that up. Now I'm going to dry that real fast, and we will be able to put our card together. As the magic of television, I have dried that off screen. We're going to lay out our pieces right here to figure out where we can put our sentiment. We have our little castle down there, and our little mommy and baby dragons up kissing in the sky. So we're going to pick out a sentiment if Rick could talk and not get so excited about what he's doing. So we're going to stamp our sentiment that says, Mom, you are the greatest treasure, which is a sweet little Mother's Day card. I'm going to stamp that in a VersaFine Nocturne ink because it's friendly with the ink, with the Oxide inks. So now I'm going to add my pattern paper. You will find this listed in the visual supply list about which pad of paper it is. I'm going to put the stripe side as my background panel. And then I'm going to put the flower side as just an accent piece. Accent piece. Right in the middle of the card. Or roughly the middle. Like 2/3. I've cut a piece of red cardstock that matches that. And that's going to be my matte layer for my focal panel. I'm just going to add that to our little mat. And then I will pop that piece up in a minute. I'm going to add this little piece of cardstock or pattern paper that I had left on the inside of the card. That way nothing went to waste. And that gives a little something to the inside. I'm going to peel off my foam tape that I've added to the back of my focal panel. And then we'll add a liquid glue and get down in there and put that on there. So remember, the hop is going on. The video hop's going on now. I think there's a few more days. Probably the ends the same time as the video, as the Instagram hop. So winners will be announced on the Pajama Crafter Stamp YouTube page, and it will also be on the website, I believe. Instagram will be announced on there also, so that's where you'll find all that. So I've added my castle and my dragons and my little heart. And I'm going to come in with my white gel pen and add some highlights on my cute little dragons. And everywhere else on the card that needs it. And remember, when you're adding highlights, put them in the shadow area. And that way they will stand out and be nice and bold. So, now we're going to finish up our card by adding a little Stardust Stickles to our heart. And I also added it to their horns, the belly, and their wings to add a little bit more sparkle. I have to do the rule of thirds. I'm sorry. It's got to be in odd places. It's got to be an odd number where I put stuff. So, that's that. It's just, I put it on the castle, on the little flags of the castle too. And I'm going to add a few fairy dust sequins, fairy dust rhinestones from Pajama Crafter Stamps, which would be like the first ones I would pick up. Because I love these things. They pick up any color that's around it. They're fabulous. The next thing I'd probably pick up is the wand that I'm using right there. It's a good embellishment wand. So I'm putting 3 over there, 2 at the top. And then I'm going to put another one up there at the heart. So that we have a little bit of a highlight on the heart since I covered it up. And there we go, my friends. There is a look at my cards. And I hope y'all have fun hopping along. Make sure you remember to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. And here's a closer look at the card. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Love you.